Well, thank you for all of the wonderful compares of this event. You're doing a fantastic job in introducing everybody. Can I begin by acknowledging His Excellency Rear Admiral Kevin Scarce, the Governor of South Australia, my parliamentary colleague, the Honourable Grace Portalesi, the Minister of Education and Child Development, Mr Tony Piccolo, the Member for Light, your State Member of Parliament in this area, and of course Mr Nick Champion, who's just spoken to you, the Member for Wakefield, who is the Federal Member of Parliament for your area. I'd like to acknowledge His Worship Glenn Doherty, the Mayor of City of Playford, both in his virtual form and in his real form. Can I acknowledge Mr Gino Di Gennaro, Deputy Chief Executive of the Department of Education and Children's Development. And can I say that I've never been to a school that is a great school that doesn't have a great leader, and you have a great leader here, and it's Miss Lynn Simons, principal of your exciting school. And can I acknowledge Professor Monica Oliphant, and thank you for your wonderful address, and thank you for the kindness you've extended this school by allowing Sir Mark's name to be lent to this school. I'd also like to acknowledge that we gather today on the traditional lands of the Kaurna people and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. Well, what we see here at Mark Oliphant College, Birth to 12 School, is something which is exciting and innovative. Of course, it's 6 new schools that were announced at the time of the state budget back in 2006 under that name, Education Works. And all of them were developed, as you would have heard, in this public-private partnership, which is, I think, a tribute to all those involved. So all the people who are out there doing the architectural drawings, the designers, all of the workers that were on the site doing the site works, and then the construction here, and all the tradespeople, I just want to pay tribute to the wonderful work you've done. I think this is such a tribute to your schools. It's the first purpose-built campus combining care for the very youngest children with preschool, junior primary, primary and secondary education. And this expresses here in this place something which is incredibly important to my government. We've made child development, giving every chance to every child, one of the 7 priority areas for action in our government. We've done this because we all know that there's a profound amount of development that occurs in the early years of life. The quality of our early experiences right from the start is going to shape all that follows. And so having a school that understands that and is able to be part of the lives of these children from the earliest age is going to make such a difference to the results that we can achieve by the time they leave their schooling. And my vision for our education system is I want our high schools to be more like primary schools, and I want our primary schools to be more like preschools. Because in my mind, the way in which we introduce the curiosity for learning in our preschools is the very thing I want to see flow through our whole education system. The way in which we engage our parents in our preschools is the thing I want to see flow through the whole of our education system. And we can do that here at Mark Oliphant because we have the structure to do it. We have Birth to 12 all here on the one site. And the whole way in which this campus has been set up, the flexible, innovative approaches to nurturing and the development of our young people, make sure that we can have that wonderful opportunity to achieve that vision. Now, people talk about education as looking forward to the future, providing things like a 21st century education. And while a lot of people talk about it, you're doing it here at Mark Oliphant. I'm told that more than half of the young people enrolled here have not known any other century. So we say to all the students here, even the older ones, this is your century. When the grandparents of today's students were going to school, for most people computers were mysterious, distant and very large pieces of technology with only people of the highest levels of tertiary education could operate them. The magazine Popular Mechanics famously predicted that computers in the future may weigh no more than 1.5 tonnes. In those days, YouTubes were something that plumbers knew about. Twitter was something birds did, and Google was something babies did. Here at Mark Oliphant College, all students have access to their own digital device, and the learning situations and methods are new and can keep being renewed. The Smithfield schools and kindergarten schools that preceded this school had a strong focus on student well-being, promoting lifelong learning and physical education, which has all now been incorporated into the new MOC Opening College Birth to 12. So this school, its state-of-the-art facilities, enable students to engage in learning in a variety of learning spaces that have been purpose-built, with adjacent rooms allowing the supervision during individualised learning. And if I might borrow something that the Governor has just spoken to you about, this is about your unique learning needs. This is about each of you making your own journey, your own decisions about success and what that means for you. And I think that's one of the great strengths of public education. Its great remit is to meet the unique needs of every single child, from the most gifted child to those children that have real challenges with their learning. And I know that your school is committed to this, and I want to acknowledge all of the teachers that make that their daily work. I want to acknowledge your fantastic contribution together with your principal and the students and parents here to make what you've created at this wonderful site. I congratulate everybody that's brought us to this day, and it's my great pleasure to be with you here to celebrate the opening of MOC Opening College. Thank you.